What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Dealer Auto Auction for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Well, here's something you just don't see every day. It's a 2018 Trackhawk with 53,000 miles on the odometer. Now, I want to point out before we get started, if there's any audio or video issues, please bear with me. It's a new camera and I'm getting everything set up. I did the best I could to get it all set up before I left the house, but you never really know how things are going to work until you get out on the scene and you start filming and then you get home to edit. So forgive me in advance. It's the DJI Osmo Action 4. It's the latest and greatest from DJI. So just bear with me as we work through some of these growing pains here. But anyway, here it is, an 18 Trackhawk, and it's the real deal, man. It's got those Brembo brakes, the big wheels. This thing is absolutely beautiful. What a mean looking Jeep. Okay, let's take a look at the interior. The windshield is tinted. The windows are heavily tinted as well. You've got a chicken over here, and it says Trackhawk down the side, and it says supercharged over. They want to make sure that you know that this means business. Boy, that seat is so far back. Red seat belts. Oh yeah. Yeah, they want to make sure you know. If you pull up next to this thing at a stoplight, they want you to understand what you're getting yourself into if you decide you want to race this. Let's fire it up. Oh yes. I kind of want this. I kind of, let's turn on that ventilated seat. How nice. Does this have an eco? Oh, that's for air conditioning? This says eco on? For what? Like a supercharged V8 with eco mode? I really do. I think that's for the engine, not for like the climate control. Economy mode on a supercharged V8. Okay, sure. Beautiful. It feels like it's not running quite right. It does come with the red key, which is super nice. That's the power key right there. You got to have that if you want to go fast. It's got the carbon fiber package. God, this is so nice. So nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The one thing I didn't hear, though, was that supercharger whine. Bizarre. Normally these things scream, but I guess I didn't rev it up far enough. I miss it. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I miss it. I miss my TRX. I miss my Hellcats. I would drive this all day. Listen to that thing purr. What a thing of beauty. Now I know you're getting ready to ask if we're gonna take this for a test drive, right? No, we are not. We're not gonna take this one for a test drive because, does it just close on its own? Oh, you gotta close it yourself? No way, man. There's gotta be a button, right? There we go. No? There we go. We're not gonna test drive it because this one it's got a sticker on the back, but that's from 810, and we are well past 810, and there's a sticker missing on the front, so I don't know if this is actually coming up in the next auction or not. And just in case this is not coming up in the next auction, I'm not going to take it out and take her for a spin. I would like to know though what the retail is on this. I mean, this thing is absolutely sick. You've got all your launch control and your different drive modes and everything down there, custom modes. This thing is absolutely insane. It's beautiful. And I'm not a huge Jeep fan, but I'll tell you something, I'm looking for a truck, and this may not be exactly what I had in mind, but I think it could pull a car or two if you needed it to. I also think this would add some serious debt to my bank account. So now we're gonna walk through repo row and see how many we've got here today. These are all from the same company. I just like to do this every week because sometimes there's nothing here and sometimes it's jam-packed. And today, check it out, we've got 2, 4, I love that Z71, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh, we got people over here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, so you're just going to have to take off driving till you see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like there's like 28 cars on Repo Road today, including, you guys are going to see this every week until it's gone, I swear, my Impala. The Impala that I really want to buy, but it's got the roof damage and they want too much money for it. I think it's a beautiful car other than a little bit of body damage, but yeah, not for me. Okay, you've seen Repo Row. Now let's see what else we can find out here. So this is kind of something around what I'm looking for. It's retail, or it's wholesale value, I should say. It's probably around $8,000. It's an 05 Ram 2500. It's a Lone Star with a Cummins. Now, I didn't expect to find something like this in my price range, but this could actually work. And I love this generation of the Ram. We're not gonna really be able to get over there, but we'll take a quick walk around it. I love the blue. I like the running boards. It's got good tires. It's a diesel. It should have your tow package. Yes, it does. It's already got your 7-pin. This thing is ready to roll, man. It's got a small back seat. You can see how tiny the back seat is in this. Yeah, a little on the small side. How about up here? Cigarette burns. We'll try not to hit this Volvo sitting next to us. Definitely some cigarette burns. It's a little worn out on the interior, but I mean, nothing too crazy. Headliner looks good. It's even got power. Well, let's see if we can climb in here and hear this thing run. Turn that air conditioning down just a tad. There we go. Fired right up, and we're immediately greeted with a check engine light. That's always nice. Well, what do you expect? It's got a lot of miles on it. Does the air conditioning work? We're about to find that out as well, because that's a huge deal to me. I like this. It's you know, it's got nothing fancy, not even a tiny screen. It's got nothing, but the dashboard is intact. And that's a big deal on these, because a lot of these have failing dashboards. This is not four-wheel drive, is it? I don't know. There is no four-wheel drive, no shifter, no nothing for 4x4. You got an ashtray. It does smell of... Okay, well, there we go. It does smell of smoke. Air conditioning is working. A little storage area right there. Does it have the books? No, no books. Books are long gone. Yeah, that AC is super nice, really nice. Power steering. Feels good. The brakes feel good. The important window works, and less important window works. I want to try to remember. There we go. This is my water. That belongs to me. Hopefully I don't forget it. Let's take a peek under the hood. In fact, let me back this up just a hair, just so I can get in and out a little easier. It'd be nice if it had a backup camera, wouldn't it? But whatever, it's not the end of the world. Where's the hood release? There we go. Let's see what the old girl's working with here. Maybe if we're lucky, it's all deleted. Although in 05, I don't know if there was even an EGR valve on this. No, there's not. That's what makes this a great year. No EGR, no coolers, no nothing. This factory. AC Delco batteries, they match. This thing actually looks to be in really, really good shape. Just take a look underneath. Everything under there actually looks pretty good. I really like this. It sounds healthy. You can always throw a aftermarket stereo in it with a backup camera. No diesel exhaust fluid. That's a big deal. My only concern is the check engine light. Why is it on? So I think I'm gonna buckle up. We're gonna take this for a ride. All right, let's go for a little spin, make sure this transmission works. That's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that it's missing some gears. And this is one I'm genuinely interested in. Brakes feel great. This thing actually feels amazing so far, as long as it's got a transmission. It didn't shift. It did not shift. Well, that is a tad on the concerning side, guys. I'll bet it's got a transmission problem. I'll bet it does. That's not something I'm trying to take on right now. Let's get it to the track. All right, we're rolling up to the track, and now we're gonna find out. I have not felt this thing shift yet. So definitely a little concerned about that. All the gauges look good. It's running great. The air conditioning is ice cold, so let's see what it does. I'll put you guys down here so you can see the tach. Shifted. Shifted again. Uh-oh. Well, it would help if I wasn't stuck in second gear. Dummy. What a dummy. I had no idea that this thing was in second gear. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, I was saying, I'm not sure this shifted. Well, I can guarantee you it didn't shift, because it can't shift in second gear. I'm so stupid. Let's try that again. Let's try this again. All right. I feel like it's going to be a lot better this time. Shifted. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I'm going to do this one more time. It's very rare that I run the track twice, but I need to see if overdrive works. I think that's my biggest concern, is that we don't have overdrive. Shifts. I think it does. Hell, I don't know. The tachometer doesn't work. That's the other problem, is the tachometer is not working. I mean, it kind of works, but it doesn't work. The tach is not good. Not at all. That's my biggest concern with something like this, is a transmission problem. But I mean, it is what it is. It drives. I know that it shifts. It's just so hard to tell. Let me back it up just a hair. All right. That's a smooth shift. Everything else I can't tell. I just can't tell. Okay. I think it shifted into third, but I just don't know. That is, that's a little concerning because this has got so many miles. I promise you it's going to be sold on a red light. Anything's got miles like this, it's always going to be on a red light. They're never going to guarantee anything because anything could break at any time. What do you guys think? Like, my Black Book Cherry says that I should be looking at somewhere around $8,800 for this. And I really wasn't budgeting $8,800 for a truck. I was really looking for something a tad bit cheaper. But if I could find the right deal, I'd be willing to spend extra money. And I'm very familiar with the diesel. I like the Cummins. I don't know. It's a very familiar feeling truck, and that's something that I really like about it. We're going to keep looking though, and we'll see what else we find. But this is a contender. This is something that if I could get it for the right price, I would absolutely consider spending a little bit of extra money. I don't know why that check engine light's on. That's a little concerning as well. But it's part of the risk you take when you're buying at the auction. All right, well, let's continue. Let's see what else we can find. There's an Explorer. Not really. Ooh, no, it's a V6. Dang it. I got excited for a minute. I love checking these things out. It was an Altima. No, Maxima. It's a Maxima. Okay. Nothing very interesting over here. That Buick is still sitting here. A Terrain. A Hyundai Tucson. Looks like a Jeep sitting over here too. It's not a Trackhawk though, man. It ain't gonna compare to a Trackhawk. There's a big old Ram over there. Now that I might want to go check out here in just a minute. We're going to continue walking up the aisles. There's a Mustang GT over here. I'm always a fan of the Mustang GT. I don't care what year it is, so we can definitely go check that one out. They got a lot of cars. They really do. But even with as many cars as they got out here today, it still seems like it's a little empty out here. 2010 with only 71,000 miles on the odometer. It's an automatic, which is fine. And it's a convertible. I love convertibles. I'm a big fan of convertibles. Ugh. It's nice to drop the top when the weather's nice. Unfortunately, out here, oh. Well, I was gonna say, unfortunately, out here the weather is rarely nice enough to warrant dropping the top. Oklahoma's like hot, cold, or rainy. It's there's very little in between. Don't get me wrong, we get a few months every year where the weather's decent. But yeah, it's another reason I don't ride my bike all that often. Oh, there's a Chevrolet. Oh, that looks a little rough. And that's a 17. I love the body style on this. Love this generation. I think they look super mean. These wheels didn't help it too much. Tires are pretty well done for, and they're probably still gonna want a pretty penny for this. Look at the tires on that. Yeah, this is a rough truck. 7-pin and a 4-pin. Yeah, this, like, immediately it needs tires. I probably get rid of those wheels. I just don't care for them. The interior doesn't smell bad. You could tell this truck's had a hard life though. She's had a hard life. I wonder what the price is on something like this. It's got the small back seats. These are real small. Like, these are really, really small. Like, maybe if you got little kids it'd be fine, but anything bigger than little tiny children are not going to fit well back there. You got teenagers or animals, it's a wrap. I don't know. Only 117,000 miles. I try to avoid these though, man, you know. Well, everything is in Spanish, so that would have to be changed. something system monitors, contact technical service, contact a shop. I have no, probably just maintenance, I'm guessing, like an oil change or something. I don't even see an oil change sticker. It looks like this windshield is tinted, which I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice. I know it's illegal, but it's kind of nice. You got your 4-wheel drive. I like that. It's a pretty basic truck, but trucks just go for such a premium. It's gonna have a 5.3, probably doesn't even have remote start. Maybe it does. I think that's remote start. I can't tell, the key is so worn out. I am curious how much does something like this go for? That tire's going flat. Like, first thing you gotta do is put tires on it. Oh yeah, that windshield is definitely tinted. The emissions label is missing. It doesn't matter, I know it's a 5.3. There's a cover on this that's missing as well. I mean, it is a good looking truck. The miles are relatively low. It is 4-wheel drive. Just those wheels though, man. You guys tell me what you think. I'm looking at them, I'm just like, they're Mutter Extreme. Nah. I mean, I'm a fan of rims. I wouldn't mind putting some wheels on it. I'm not a fan of the big fat, you know, the really fat wheels that stick out. I think it just looks a little weird. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this up. I just want to, what do you think, like 18? Maybe 18,000 on this? I'm gonna pull it up on my app here. This is my Black Book Cherry, and we're gonna do a VIN scan, and it's just gonna, boom, look at that, it's already got it. And we'll type in the mileage, which is 117, enter mileage, 117,000. And then we'll just see what it says. History value, blah blah blah, and oh yeah, I was right. What did I say? 18, 19.4 wholesale, 23 retail. I'm really not looking to spend $20,000 on an old truck. Let's see, professional service by A&H Automotive. I wonder what they did. Oh, Freon. They did something with the air conditioning. Yeah, guys, I wouldn't be anywhere near $20,000 on this. Number one, I don't like how small the back seats are. Those are super small, way too small for anything I'd be looking at. It's a rough truck. And there's no way I'm gonna pay anywhere near 20 grand for something like that. I'd rather just keep the truck I got. However, this blue one, I kind of like that it's a 2-wheel drive instead of 4x4. But at the same time, I have been in a few situations on occasion where I really needed 4-wheel drive, and not having it would really suck if I ever needed it. It's also, I just noticed this, someone had all of that. All this got to be cleaned off. That's all got to be cleaned off because they had those rain guards or whatever. It's pretty damn clean. I mean, really, this is a pretty clean truck. You got all your storage down here. I like that. I mean, it's a very familiar truck. The one thing I don't like about it though, aside from not having 4x4, is that small back seat. Again, I mean, I can make it work. I would just prefer something a little bit bigger. Let's continue on and see what else we find. Yeah, I know you're looking at that LTZ Silverado over there. I saw that. It's got hail damage. I think we walked by that for the repo portion, but there were some people over here, so I didn't get to come over here and actually look at it. These are too new, and that's the problem. I'm not, see, 2019. It's a 2500 HD LTZ Z71. Like, this thing is loaded. And yeah, Duramax, 6.6 Duramax with the Allison transmission. Hail damage galore, man. I don't know how well that comes out on camera, but this thing it's pretty badly damaged. And I don't really care, because for me it is a work truck. It's got fuel wheels, it's got decent tires, and it's got the big back doors. The problem is, even with high mileage, it's very high mileage, and even with severe hail damage, this is still gonna go for money. This will still go for money. And it's gonna go for more money, and I wanna pay for it. And that's just what it comes down to. Service theft deterrent system. Hell, I don't know how to service that. How do you service the theft deterrent system? I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's a nice truck. It's a nice truck. I've had a lot of you asking me to show more trucks. So I've been trying to include more trucks on the channel lately. Yeah, it's got everything you want, man. Everything you can want is right here. Air conditioning just kicked in, nice and cold. You got the Bose stereo. Looks like there may be some kind of a tuner, or was some kind of a tuner on this. Yeah, and here it is right here. It used to be, so who knows what tune this has on it? That's great. Yeah, you have no idea what tune is currently running on this, whether it's safe or not. You got your 4x4, you got your trailer brakes, of course your windows. Smells like smoke. That's normal. That window works. Nice little touchscreen radio and dual glove boxes for storage. It's got the books. Wireless charging right there, which is really nice. Plenty of storage there. It is a really nice truck. Despite the hail damage and the busted windshield over there, it's a really, really nice truck. You got air conditioned seats. I mean, it's got everything. Look at this. Air conditioned seats. Thank you. The problem is it's going to be just too much money. And that check engine light. Why is the check engine light on? That always worries me a little bit. I have a lot of people ask me, how come I don't bring a scan tool out here? And sure, I probably could. You know, you could probably sneak one in your pocket or something, but I'm not trying to get in trouble. You're not supposed to have those here. A lot of the other auctions I go to are the same way. In fact, every auction I've been to, they don't want you bringing any tools or any equipment out there. So you can get yourself in a lot of trouble bringing stuff out here. Let's just see. I'm curious, how much would this go for, right? How much should we look at paying for this? I guarantee you this is probably $25,000, $28,000. Let's do it. Here we go. And it's got 169,000 miles on the odometer. So we'll do 169. Here we go. You guys ready for this? Let's see. 39.5. Oh man, yeah. I told you these are expensive. Now it's not going to go. You're not going to get 40 grand out of it. You know what I mean? You're not. It's too damaged. The windshield is broken. It's got hail damage all over it. It'll never bring 39. But this truck is still going to bring money. Don't let it fool you. This thing is still going to bring some money, and it's not the kind of money I'm looking to spend. Well, we'll continue on our way and see what we find. Is that an Acadia Denali? Hold on, I just saw this. I'm not a big fan of the Acadias. It is 2012 with 150,000 miles. I'm not a big fan of the Acadias in general, but the Denali. Now my question is, does it have any type of a performance upgrade versus the factory GMC Acadia? Like, did they throw something bigger under the hood? Obviously, you've got an appearance package. You're going to have nicer materials on the inside. It's pretty gross. That's okay. I'm just curious what's under the hood. You get the big chrome wheels and the chrome grille. It really did it up. But what I'm wondering is it still just an Acadia underneath? Because if it is, then 3.6. Yep. Well, they put this engine in everything, guys. The 3.6 is literally... Ow! Holy crap! Oh yeah. Hear that? That will slice you up, and I know better. I know better. I should have been more careful. I know better than that. Yeah, I'm not interested in an Acadia, but I was just curious if it had some kind of like a high performance engine under the hood, and it doesn't look like it does. So we're going to continue on our way, see if there's anything else down here we can find. I saw a Mustang, but I couldn't tell if it was a GT or not because I was over yonder and it's over here. But it's got some stripes, it's red, it's got the louvers. I can already tell it's a V6, yeah, or a 4-cylinder. Could be, it's probably a 4. Wow, look at those stripes. Someone went absolutely crazy with the stripes, man. Oh my. 2017 with 92,000 miles. Are those? Yeah, those are just overlays. Wow. Yeah, they went hard. This is a repo. You got those louvers, plastic. You got this plastic spoiler. You've got a decal that used to say "screw you." I kind of like those, to be honest with you. Those are kind of cool. Yeah, this is boy, oh boy, they went to town on this. Automatic cloth interior. Yeah, no premium package or anything on this one. Let's pop the hood. I guarantee it's a turbo 4. I guarantee it's a turbo 4. I think they did away with the V6 anyway at some point. I just can't remember. I can't remember what year they killed the V6. And then the only options you got were the Coyote or the turbo 4-cylinder. Can I even, like, where's the stupid hood release? I can't get my hands under here. Oh man, that is a tight fit. Oh, it is the V6. And they didn't even put a cold air intake on it. No kidding. I'll be honest with you, that was unexpected. I really thought this would be that turbo 4. Very few people went with the V6. I gotta hear this. Did they put an exhaust on? I gotta know. Did they put an exhaust on this? Well, that doesn't look factory. That doesn't look factory. They didn't put a cold air intake on it, so I doubt they put an exhaust on. Oh boy, they put red stuff all over the place. Oh, it's got the fake carbon fiber, red trim everywhere that's falling off. It's not even attached. Oh boy. Yeah. They put an exhaust. They did. They put an exhaust on it. Oh my. It actually doesn't sound bad. Okay, it does sound kind of bad. It's kind of raspy. But it's got a real deep tone when it's just idling. Yeah, nah. I'm good on this one, guys. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. To each their own. Just definitely not for me. Out of gas. Engine is on. Doors ajar. Tires flat. Other than that, it's not too bad, guys. Under 100,000 miles. Not too shabby. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know if you noticed any video problems or audio problems, or if you just thought that the video and audio quality were actually pretty great. Definitely drop a comment below. Again, I'm using a new camera. It's the DJI Osmo Action 4. This is my first day using it. And like I said earlier, I tried really hard to get the settings figured out before I left the house, but you just don't know how things are going to work out until you're actually where you're going. You're filming and you've got cars running and exhaust and air conditioning blowing. I did record this in 4K just because I wanted to compare it to my GoPro 11. The GoPro 11 will, at 4K, it will overheat and shut off constantly out here. And I'm happy to say, all day filming so far, my Osmo has not turned off. Not a single time. It's never overheated, it's never shut off, and it's never locked up on me. And it is definitely warm out here today. So thus far, I'm enjoying it better than the GoPro. But definitely drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to get out of here. Stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.